yeah, Keith and his mom, they got a motel here. So they're just passing out. We had a long day doing all sorts of stuff. So I think tomorrow we're gonna go out on the boat. And what we're gonna do is go check out the Fort DeSoto area. We're gonna do that tomorrow. A little excited. It's gonna be kind of cool. I am. Say hi. That's cute. So yeah, tomorrow we're gonna go out on the boat and explore the Fort DeSoto area. So I'm exhausted. Good night. I'll see you guys in the morning. If you're into boating, you're also into van life. Here's another pro tip. My van is a Ford Transit 250, and I'm using my van to launch my boat all the time. So when right before I purchased my boat, I went and got beefier tires for the van because some ramps are like steep, or sometimes they'll be really slick. So you want good solid tires for your van when you're launching the boat. Keep in mind, this is your house, so you don't want to screw this up. Also, the Ford Transit, my van, the 2015, I think it was like 19 or 20 where they started making them in all-wheel drive. But my van is not. It's rear-wheel drive, and I don't have four-wheel drive function. I don't have any of that, unfortunately. I wish I did. One thing that's nice about having a pickup truck. But one thing I did here for extra safety, when I launch my boat with my van, I use an extended hitch. Basically, I think it's it's like 12 inches. So I have that extra foot. And what that does is it gives me an additional foot of length of the trailer. So now, usually, without this, my back tire is just in the water a little bit, usually. Sometimes it's, depending on the ramp, they're all a little different. Sometimes it's actually kind of further in the water than I want it to be. Then there's been times where it's practically not in the water at all. This extension gives me that extra foot, and now most of the time it's never in the water. Ideally, you don't want your tires in the water at all. That's where it's going to be really slick, if anywhere. Some of those ramps are just like a flat surface and it's real slick and it's just horrible. I've actually gotten my van in a position where my tires were just spinning and I was freaking out thinking, this is it. It's going to just slide back in. I've seen a lot of YouTube videos of that happening, and oh, I can't imagine that happening with the van. How horrible would that be? With Jackson there too. Oh God. So yeah, I added the extension when I launched the boat just for that extra little security, safety, especially if you don't have four-wheel drive. Definitely worth doing if you're launching your boat, especially with a van that's not four-wheel drive. So anyways, yeah. Okay, so in the ICW and in this St. Pete Beach, Treasure Island, St. Petersburg Gulf side area, there's tons of little bars and restaurants that you could pull up to on your boat. So we're here at a place called The Wharf. Great spot. It's right on, what is that, Pass the Grill channel over here?
Pass the Grill channel, yeah.
Pass the Grill channel. So now I'm having a
cheers.
Pina colada, and he's got a Bloody Mary. Cheers. Had to think about that for a second. So, and then here's Jax just chilling on the boat, being a pain in the ass. Jax! Pretty cool area, you know. So we used to go bar hopping on the motorcycles down here. You know, you go to one bar, have a quick one, go to another, you know. Now we're bar hopping on the boat. That's pretty cool. So anyways, yeah. After this, we're gonna go over to Fort DeSoto and kind of check out that area. Apparently it's supposed to be a little shallow over there, so we'll see what it's all about. So I'll see you guys soon. So we just landed the boat on Fort DeSoto here. Jax jumps out of the boat every time and loves to run around. Oh, look at, there he is. Every time. So on the last week of our Florida trip here, we are going to be here on Fort DeSoto. We got a campground. Site 32. This is a cool little spot. It's super shallow over here. So we were just like in the little bay here of Fort DeSoto, and the water was, oh my god, look at my hair, I look crazy. Look like a crazy sailor. The water was like, he's totally friendly. Hold on, check this out. Yes, Jax will go home with you. Jax, come here, boy. Come on, boy. Are you camping here at Fort DeSoto?
Yes, we're over 35.
You're at 35. We're here for the next, or we're here on the end of the January for a few days. So. Hey Keith, look at this. No campfires or tents allowed past this point. So you can't put a tent in. What are we gonna have to do?
We have to put a tent right there.
Oh, and get a photo? We'll get a photo. Yeah, we're gonna put a tent here, and then I'm gonna stand it and be like, "Woo!" And we'll be like, "No campfires or tents," and we'll have a campfire.
What
too.
it is it's like the teacher that tells you don't throw the pencils on the ceiling.
So what do you do?
What do you do?
You throw the pencils on the ceiling. That's what I mean. What do you want from me? You know. This is a cool spot. I'm actually really excited to stay here at Fort DeSoto for the last week of our Florida trip. The one thing I'm not noticing though, and I noticed camping in Florida is a little weird. I'm noticing campfires is kind of a thing. Like when we went to, it was a couple years ago, I think it was 2018, we drove the other van, me, Keith, and his brother Colin, and we went camping, or we attempted to go camping right by Cape Cod, and they did not allow campfires. There was a community campfire, but each individual campsite did not have a campfire set up, which that drives me crazy because that's camping, man. You know, every campsite I've ever been to had their own individual campfire. What, you know? Anyways, this place looks awesome, and I am super excited to stay. I'm just checking this out, and then we're gonna get back on the boat. So I want to introduce you guys to somebody. My best friend Keith has a brother named Colin, and they have another little brother named Kevin. These people are like a whole nother family to me. I've known them my entire life. So I'm sure you've seen her in a couple of the videos in the past. This is Eileen.
Hi.
Eileen is Keith's mother, and she's practically like my mom.
Hi, everyone.
So she's down here in Florida with us, and we are just having a good old time. So she's coming. She came down a few days ago, and then Keith has the rest of the family. She's got like 3 sisters, and she's coming down. The sisters are coming down in the next few days here, and they're going to be staying at an Airbnb right on St. Pete Beach, right by the beach. So that's kind of cool. I'm going to cut this little part short because I got to find my dog Jax, which ran away. He just runs like, oh, there he is. Look at this. Hey, jerk! What are you doing? Jax, come on, boy. You want to go back in the boat? Let's go back in the boat. All right, we just launched off Fort DeSoto here, and so we're at Fort DeSoto, and there's a bunch of like little bay areas. So check this out. Here's what we learned down here. Okay, you see the two markers? You see the red marker there and the green marker there? So in between the two markers is typically safe as far as the shallowness and the depth. Red is towards the mainland. Green is towards the ocean. That's what that supposedly means. And around here, it's like highway. These are like highways. You have to stay in between. If you go outside these, it gets real shallow and you could bottom out your boat. Now, I have an aluminum body boat and an outboard motor, so that gives me the ability to, I mean, I can beach this thing no problem, and I'm not going to really take upon it much damage. And it's much lighter, and I like the, I really like the outboard motors because you could trim it all the way out of the water. And I could, you know, we were just in about a foot of water, and I had it trimmed up a lot, and we were just cruising around. Super cool. That's why I like these aluminum bottom outboard motors. That's to me, that's a ticket. I like to explore. So in about 6 months-ish, we're going to be going up to the Upper Peninsula, Michigan again. And this time I think I'm going to do a couple videos of it. It's a whole nother world up there too. Not as complicated as this, because this is salt water. Everything is just more complicated. Oceans, tides, depth, blah, blah, blah. Up in the UP, it's a lot simpler. It's fresh water, but there's some things to know up there too. So definitely gotta know what you're doing when it comes to boating. So this is Midwest van life. More about boat life in this video, not so much about van life. But anyways, I appreciate you guys watching this video. Keep it simple and keep it real. I'll catch you on the next one, guys. Take care.